engage them, talk to the youth, and tell them what's good and forbid them from evil. Because that's just what civic education. We are Sierra Leoneans. If this country for go before, now we all for put hands together and the youth them position pivotal for now ensure say we come to get a brighter future. So how will they do an yeah? Now so we minister go partake now the global stage for talk about the relevance of civic education, especially for shape when the young one them. The vice president also take regional tour for go engage traditional leaders for show them how the important in service delivery and how the regional coordinating committee for streamline service community for bring national reform directly to the local communities. During the week also, we see the health minister, when Dr. Austin Demby emphasize strict accountability for wetin e call avoidable fatalities, highlighting key milestones under the week 32 of the campaign, including the 89.2% vaccination rate among wetin they call the zero dose children, when a significant drop in maternal and child mortality rate. Wetin we dey push towards na 000 goal. So along that line of 000, according to the minister, we dey achieve giant milestones. The Minister of Transport and Aviation, Ambassador Alhaji, retired Colonel Fande Toure, go also attend the Blue Africa Conference in Nigeria for call on the African Port Corridor, the local value creation, modernized infrastructure, and regional enforcement against illegal fishing for unlock the potential of the maritime. Illegal fishing, now when somebody go just kind of you water, they get them big boats there. They can pop in my fish and go. So they meet at a stage for look at how the corridor go work together for minimize or eradicate. The Minister of Finance also don't commence stakeholder engagement. Waiting is the time for do. Now for let us see how they upgrade the public finance management legal structure for enforce physical transparency, efficiency, and prudent resource management across all institutions. There will be whole one session here, and they don't continue for engage other stakeholders across the country for say public money that the direct we have for user, because we use it prudently, then the service delivery or all the experts will able get them. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, uh, as we look forward for welcome the other guests, we get very important thing with the trend. And as a ministry, we always they bring tone because we don't want they say we don't want let rumor take the place of facts. One as journalists, when I get waiting happen, how it happened, and when I able to relay am to the people. Therefore, this afternoon, the topic would really take with time for understand is what we call the constitutional amendments. We don't hear Iboku talk, especially what recently happened inside parliament. The lawmakers don't left we for interpret every other person on a constitutional lawyer. all man they talk in you. But one thing I want for Libya is that this process today we will do justice story. Therefore, we get somebody from that well. We not just a lawyer. Lawyer they work these days. Bokariba or Esquire. Those is a Esquire. But some Esquire know they go to court and they do nothing. Some lawyer they did not to Esquire no more. They practice, they lecture, so they get the authority in the field side they occupy. So we get not just a honorary member of parliament, but also somebody with a lawyer, a practicing lawyer, when a honorable giver, we go come for explain to we what happen at that well and which now the opinion which Sierra Leoneans for no with respect to all waiting now they talk. We don't make me bembe when I'm now constitutional lawyer. So I get the right time for bring on board we honorable member of parliament, we now honorable giver for Krituna.
Good afternoon, all, and good afternoon, viewers.
We go introduce the other panelists as they come. But also, President Bill, one of the things we really put effort man now for fight corruption. We get somebody we in back from the commissioner in FIBA the commission now. Anytime there is any issue, all one know that the anti-corruption, we dey reach out to we brother from the anti-corruption. For like he can tell we waiting at the latest, especially about asset declaration and some of the things then we they don't achieve as milestones. So if it's not strange, but anyway, I will get the opportunity for like also greet you now before we start properly.
Thank you, Mr. Minister.
I'm not going to introduce you.
Mina Patrick Sandy, Coordinator of Operations,
Oman Sabina, Mr. Sandy.
ACC.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Sandy. We move forward. Ladies and gentlemen, your role, but for just give a background of what we can talk today. The process where we dey see today, what they try for summarize, when I the constitutional review, I can always say it is a demand-driven process. Some of them are not be there. Some of we be there. When even China house, now be very grown. Very grown per se, they just got a diamond that they can't left for them. If Omar they pass, it take the Kere gonna come out. We fetch war na saloon. Serious one. We waste a lot of we times them. Destroy a lot of infrastructure. Okay, we go bien. Some people be concerned. The president now, at a given time, he was head of state. In a bid for let he end that war, he first reached out to the rebel leader them. For no why we defeat. So his first assignment as a young man, now before reach out to the rebels, that now be paved way for the Lomé Peace Accord. And when as a country we meet the rebels them and talk to them, one of the things where they point out as a reason we even make we fight war, they say even the constitution we Salon get again young problem. So the constitution for amend them or for change some of the things and we be of age follow change. Start yonder. Again, we don't tango. Finally, in 2002, we declare a war done. They be put committee together for look at What happened? When the war starts, what happened during the war, and what it go make it not happen again. One of the finding again went towards the constitution and they be recommend for Lewy amend or reform or review the constitution. Again, after 2023 elections, we all agree that every election they bring a own problem. 1996, the one we can say it complains and for don't come force. 2007, the one we can say is a Roga. 2012, Sekomansi na me win. 2023, same thing. So if we reach that time when the president say, okay, because APC don't go sit down, the constitution very clear that when you lost election, you go Supreme Court. But people don't try them that way. 2012, he go court. When they take the decision, he accept. 2023, nobody no go court. But this repeatedly, Sekoma, they always say, he no agree. They get potential for bring problem at this country. So it is agree for let we all sit down as a country. For let we look at waiting day around with election. We will all not pleased with. Now they bring the tripartite arrangements. We born out of the National Unity Agreement, which you go make with the as a country. Let's say let them go back to governance and very many things that they will include electoral reforms. So plenty thing they we show say the constitution will not reach that time for review. But historically, for let Pakaba respond to the demand of the Lome Peace Accord and the Truth and Reconciliation Commission recommendation, it will set up what we call the Peter Tucker Commission. Well, let them review the constitution. They review. By the time then they done, Akababi don't they go out. So the report, na Barnes in hand it be fall. Barnes watch the report. He can look and say, one of the things for which we go review the 1991 constitution, now because of limited engagement, limited inclusion. Therefore, if Peter Tucker not able to get that kind of outreach, he say, Lord will redo the whole process. So instead, they set up another committee, we'll call the Justice Cowan Committee. For there, they still review the constitution. The Justice Cowan Committee be comprised of 8 members between 2013 and 2017. We then say they conduct up to 10,000 public consultations. They engage 133 stakeholder groups. We in their group them, Interreligious Council, Labour Congress, and every other possible matter. They get, they engage them. They get 150 position papers. The year time where that committee use, where it pay for, now 20,000 hours they pay for. So that was a very extensive and exhaustive process. They bring 180 recommendations. Out of the 180 recommendations, it be please the president then for only take 38 out of 138. It take 38. So when this regime can, this constitutional review don't take almost 20 years. Where this country they turn with incomes. So the president now take the Peter Tucker review, the Justice Cowan, the tripartite, he send all our officers departments for letting see out of those three events, how we will get a constitution we go stand the test of time. We go bring we to speed with other nations. The executive arm do everything, re-engaging people with our national dialogue, especially on the tripartite recommendations. The moral guarantors don't advise we that some of the issues in the tripartite recommendation need forgo na parliament, but let them go debate am. So if we see parliament begin debate some of the clauses, some of the texts, now the road is we don't work out we can reach here. Say wetin happen inside our well where we MPs where they represent the people of this country. We responsible for make the laws. Wetin dem do, wetin happen there, wetin make we dey outside we dey. We'll get the opportunity in 10 minutes for we honorable member of parliament, a lawyer by profession, practicing lawyer, where they also lecture law, for take we through wetin happen on that day and what side we dey. But before that, I want also welcome Slash, the not on a PRO council. I introduce Antona. Eh? Well, I get the privilege for just tell una say una PRO there because we see position press release from Slash. Una don't say huh? Or una don't say it. When the PRO go can tell we exactly which that the position. But no all listen. Let the MP tell we barefoot. Because I don't bang this thing. It's some no boku. So now listen. Keenly, if you hear it, where you go, you want to write other thing, we'll not get control over that. We don't now for let you get the fact as it happened inside our well. Now your responsibility as a Ministry of Information and Civic Education. So in 10 minutes, honorable member, we don't do everything. We don't go left and give at the lawmakers. Which help.
Thank you, Mr. Minister. The viewers in Sierra Leone, the minister don't lay the foundation as to who side this constitutional review come on, so that it can reach the parliament. May go just summarize. Under President Kaba in regime, he been appoint a chairman of a constitutional review committee when I been Peter Tucker. Peter Tucker reviewed the 1991 constitution and he present a report. That report where he present the Ahmed Tijan SLPP-led government not been prepared voting bookman and they call white paper. But the report's been there on the table where the APC-led government, led by His Excellency Ernest Bai Koroma, former president of Sierra Leone, take over. When in take over, himself see the need for review the 1991 constitution, he see the Peter Tucker report, and decide for put together an 80-man committee, of which me have been one of the members. I mean, they represent the Sierra Leone People's Party na the committee. So that committee will be the column, the Edmund Cowan Committee, making up of 80 Sierra Leoneans, civil society, market women, teachers, organization, political party, all sections of society forming 80 members. Now we've been there at that committee. That committee come up with a report where we call the Edmund Cowan Constitutional Review Report. But when we don't agree on that report, immediately with the All People's Congress signed that report. 2 days after, they review the report, they can acknowledge, say, one particular provision being done at the report, we being for do as supreme executive authority. The Edmund Cowan report use now the word chief executive authority instead of supreme executive authority for the next constitution. So after that, there's All People's Congress executive disown their own signature. Then say even though they may don't sign that Edmund Cowan then constitutional review report, but because of that word, the Supreme Executive Authority, the committee don't change it to Chief Executive Authority, and then one the Supreme Executive Authority. Because of that word, then they disown their signature, then they unsign their signature on the report. Hand bending and twisting, we go na media, we go AYV, we go SLBC, we challenge them, say, you not go sign a report, then you unsign your report. We know one day see that one day. Once you don't sign a report, you don't sign a report. Justice Cowan of blessed memory refused for change that word, the Chief Executive Authority, back to Supreme Executive Authority. So the report been stay like that. But going forward, the All People's Congress in the cabinet meeting, then sit down together and agree on the white paper. The white paper we then agree on, it then a public domain. One, inside the white paper, they agree say this country for go by proportional representation. Inside the white paper we then publish. Two, they agree say this country for go by 50 plus 1. We for reduce the threshold from 55% to 50 plus 1. Three, the issue of foreign Sierra Leoneans the way they abroad for can contest election that one they not touch them, they note them. Four, for men women then get 30% quota na parliamentary elections, then also note them, then say it go dey in violation of certain provisions in the constitution, wey na like section 27, wey na discriminatory provisions. So they note them. But two things really wey they agree on inside the white paper, na the PR system, wey that report say it go be the sole system of election for turnover members of parliament to parliament. E not forget any alternative. E not forget first past the post. Now, e no more for the our constitution as the only system of election for elect members of parliament na Sierra Leone. Also, they agree say the threshold for be reduced from 55% to 50 plus 1. It did na a public document, then publish them. When they lost the 2018 election, this current government, the government of retired Brigadier Julius Maada Bio, take over this process, then self-publish a white paper. Inside the white paper, they agree to most of the things where the APC-led government agree on. And two of the major things where they agree on, now that the PR system, where the Edmund Cowan report be non state, where the APC-led government don't agree inside the white paper, then agree on now the white paper. When you look at white paper, the words the way they see the government agreed, government note, okay. Now then you can see either agree or you note, okay. So then agree on them. So after the white paper in 2018 going to 2023, then we come to the 2023 election. We say both political parties and feel say we electoral system being actually challenged. APC, SLPP, they accuse APC say we use the electoral system, we rig elections. APC they also accuse SLPP say SLPP's every election. So because of the president, a listening president in parliament during in first opening of parliament, he make a part of in speech say he set up a committee where will be headed by the vice president of the Republic of Sierra Leone for do a holistic overview of electoral laws. Now, inside parliament, he make that statement. After the state opening of parliament, the idea now develops, say, make the vice president not chair the committee, make that committee, the idea now a brilliant idea, make that committee now be referred to as the tripartite committee, which you go get APC within a parliament, SLPP within a parliament, and with moral guarantors. Inside the tripartite committee, again, I will be bold for talk, say, the issue of proportional representation we been done find in way na the Edmund Cowan in report, where the APC white paper agree on, where the SLPP white paper agree on, where they now with constitution, because not a strange law, we get for no say proportional representation, the part of the 1991 constitution, under section 38, 38A, for say na a system of election what we dey use. So this same proportional representation wey na part of a constitution wey we use in 2023, the tripartite committee go agree say make e be part of the draft bill. But how come idea come from when we get a draft bill wey dey deal with elections? We get for know say under international statute and instrument, you know they change electoral laws very close to elections. At least you get for any law we get for do with election, you get for go down legislate them, for example, 2 year leading to the election. But if you change them 6 months leading to the election, the protocols and they like the ECOWAS protocols, AU protocols, they're not they allow you. You know they change the goalpost in the middle of the goal. So during this tripartite committee, both APC and SLPP they agree say good. Even though we want for review this constitution entirely, but if we say we review the constitution entirely, the clauses them, the provisions that we get for do with elections, we go affect the 2028 election. Time go catch up with we. Make we get from the process of legislative reform when at the Edmund Cowan constitutional review report, the APC white paper and the SLPP white paper. They agree say make it be 50+1. They also agree say make we get PR system. In fact, me they inform me and I believe say the position for get 50+1 now the tripartite now be the APC recommendation individually now they recommend them. It come from them, not to other person recommend them. So I mean we get the PR system now the draft bill. We get the 30% quota na the draft bill we they agree on. We get the threshold reduction at the draft bill. We get the provision we get for do with dual citizens being qualified for make them contest general elections na Sierra Leone, and also for be qualified for be ministers na Sierra Leone. And we get the issue we been get for do with consultation, and say we get such a nomination committee. They also agree on the fact say for be chairman of PPRC also they forget such a nomination committee. So now that then tripartite recommendation report, now what they don't agree on, now they now then pull their ideas and their information here, then put on the draft bill. But why many people they understand say where the law officers department, the attorney general's department don't do what you would call a draft bill, we the member of parliament, we they just see them as a proposal. When it comes to we get the right for change the entire text, the entire context, or for agree with them, or for agree for disagree with them. So now to parliament. The bill came to parliament in February of 2026. It go through first reading. Family and go notice say, I mean, after first reading, people then been dead and they say, oh, we not meet this, we not meet this, we not meet this. So the bill been paused. Thereafter, plenty consultations been take place. APC, the SLPP, they consult with APC, then they set technical committee, who side and lawyers and get for the who side members of parliament and get for the one such member, now my colleague member of parliament, when Usman Abdal Timbo. All the technical committees and we then set with them, they go agree on issues specifically been them. So they all agree, say, okay, some provisions then they, inside this constitution we get for do referendum, okay, more pull them, commodity, more just come with provisions, we're not to entrench clauses. So after all of them consultations then don't take place, we now come in the month of July for make we go through the constitution. So of this August, so we go through second reading. At the second reading, the constitution say for make you pass a bill we get for do with the amendment of constitution, you get for get 2/3 majority at second and third reading. Now, then the section 108 2 paragraph B say, unless the bill is supported at second and third reading by two-thirds members of parliament. So when we read second reading, the speaker put the questions. All those in favor say aye. The House say aye. Now, I go ask the people them a question. If Mr. Speaker don't say all this in favor say aye, the House don't say aye. If you not glady, we stand in orders now make provision for grab and talk say, Mr. Speaker, that you the issue we don't say now the ayes have it or now the nays have it, it's not correct. You not been fair. So I dey challenge your decision. I dey stand on SO 46 for call for a division of the House so that we go vote head by head and see whether the one them we agree for this provision then pass the one them or they meet up the threshold. At second reading, we go by collection of voice. Nobody not dey na APC we grab for talk say in the challenge Mr. Speaker. Even though if you look at the clip, when you look at the clip, they ask journalists then for go look for that clip. When they put the question, all those in favor say aye. Now SLPP bench, Paramount Chief bench, and 2 members of APC, now then say aye. The 49 members of APC, when I look at the video, then say quiet, spirit pass. Nobody of the 49 not say nay or aye. But we all agree say by that system of voting, the bill don't get two-thirds majority or the bill don't pass at second reading. Then the bill come at third reading. And I ask the question again. You, because section 91 of the Constitution say every question where the speaker puts go be carried by the majority of the people who vote for him. But you were not satisfied. Now you the grab talk say, Mr. Speaker, where you don't talk say the ayes have it. That you judgment, that you ruling is not correct. At the ask for more, we really confirm whether now the ayes them have it. May we vote head for head. At second reading, no member of parliament, not APC, not Paramount Chief, not SLPP, or APC member, not grab for challenge Mr. Speaker. So the question is, who triggers a vote? A member of parliament must trigger a vote to either get a simple majority or a two-third, as the case might be. But in a circumstance where nobody not trigger a vote, it is presumed, as it was presumed at second reading, for say the pattern of voting don't achieve whatever threshold where the parliament or the constitution set. Because after Mr. Speaker don't deliver in ruling, nobody not challenge him. He don't show say he don't meet the threshold. So we pass second reading, we go at committee stage. At committee stage, we go, now that stage they win a parliament, we they look at the bill, clause by clause, sentence by sentence, paragraph by paragraph. And by the way, for the one that we don't know constitutional law, we're not a lawyer. For me, a bill become a law. The stages now: first reading, second reading, committee stage. Some people can say reporting stage, and third reading. So we don't pass first reading, we don't pass second reading, where the constitution say we not forget two-thirds majority. Nobody not say we not vote hate for aid. Now by collection of voice, now they will pass them. Then we don't come committee stage. We look at the clause, both APC and SLPP, every human being when a member of parliament, we look at them from clause 1 right down to the last clause. Some clauses then they will meet, like we will come to the first clause, we in a section 32.2 for either maintain consultation inside the constitution or for get such a nomination committee. Initially, it been contentious, so we decide for those who call, we stick a pin. We pass there, we come to the PPRC, when at the second clause, whether for them say forget such a nomination committee, we stick a pin. We commodity, we come to the proportional representation, we debate, and we stick a pin. We commodity, we come to the threshold, we stick a pin. We commodity, we come to the 30% quota, both APC and SLPP, we agree, say, we for put them inside the constitution for protect the woman, then vote, so that one president will come to mind for say, in order inside the constitution, and just say more amend that law there or repeal them, more put them inside the constitution, inside the woman, then right, will be much more protected. So that one day we agree on them. We commodity, we go to dual citizens them coming to vote to contest elections as members of parliament. We agree on them with certain safeguards. We say we go good certain safeguard, for example, if we don't canvass alone for 2 years leading to elections. So after we don't agree on what we agree on, we don't stick pin what we stick pin on. On the Monday now, the Friday, now being state opening of parliament. Me, immediately after the state opening of parliament, I been get buried in Akailan. I left. In fact, Akailan are they where they see APC leader, my brother Abdul Kagbo, AKK, all the APC leadership. Now they are they, me I see them, they dance, the money necessary. Me, I see them, the APC MPs there, I see them, they dance. Anybody we follow state opening of parliament that Friday. After that one day, it is all over social media. Them they dance on social media. The money necessary. Them in Glady. So after the celebration, Monday. Now they will come now for milk we deliberate on the committee stage, the areas that we don't stick a pin for make we go before. So on the first issue, when consultation for either retain under the constitution or for go by voting then at the draft bill, the leader of government business, Honorable Matthew Newman, based on what will be done debate now the second reading, we na the SLPP bench been believe say there is no need for full consultation at the constitution. We can define constitution. Then say no for full. And the Honorable Matthew Newman, he float a motion for say, make we stick with the extant law. That is the 1991 constitution. What in the inside, they must stick by them. Make we get make we define consultation. Then say no, make we go by voting then at the draft bill. So now that the speaker asks Honorable Matthew Newman say, you can float a motion, propose a motion on your position. Honorable Matthew Newman propose a motion when a parliamentary procedure for say, in the proposed motion, say the word consultation remain at the constitution and we define them. Now then Mr. Speaker put the question. When Mr. Speaker put the questions, all those in favor say aye. The entire SLPP bench, the entire Paramount Chief bench, and 2 members of the APC bench, we all say aye. Those against say nay. Now the Honorable Albukagbo and yon side APC bench, the majority of them say nay. After that, then Mr. Speaker said the ayes have it. Now then Honorable Abdul Kagbo grabbed for trigger SO46. And in his statement, he said people in the gallery, they answer aye in favor of the SLPP side and the Paramount Chief side. So in the stand on SO46, more we vote head for head. Now at that point, Mr. Speaker said, if you don't talk say strangers and the vote inside this election, I they ask everybody out. All my way been there now the APC side, he asked them out, remaining 4 people. Everybody way been there now the SLPP side, he asked them out, remaining 4 people. Now they now say make we vote. Upon voting, now they in say when we vote on this issue, it get for be 2/3 majority in making submission. Now they grab and make me submission. Say no. On this issue, you not get for make reference to 2/3 majority. Because section 108, subsection 2, paragraph B, where they refer to, it make and clear say unless the bill, it not talk say unless the clauses. It say unless the bill is supported by 2/3 majority at second and third reading. It not talk say unless the bill is supported by 2/3 majority at committee stage. And we've been there at committee stage. I say, so you not go can now talk say section 108 paragraph 2 and B for apply now. I say voting for apply now section 91. We talk about simple majority. So after me sit down, my other colleague, lawyer Daniel Kroma, he take the podium, he spend 2 hours, he make analogy, say, he then believe, say, it for be by 2/3 majority. Because if salon they at work, war start na Cambia, that means that the entire salon get war. If you hate the heart, that means the entire body the heart. So because of that analogy, then say it for be 2/3 majority. So Mr. Speaker say no, enough for be 2/3 majority, it for be by simple majority. So Mr. Speaker ask we all for vote. When we vote, the SLPP side get 97. Even though our people they know say we been get a paramount chief, we extremely sick. But for Sierra Leone, that paramount chief they then wheelchair him a kind of parliament that day they for vote for him, for vote on this issue. I mean, everybody can go, you watch, but the paramount chief come. In fact, if there is anybody that is very ill in Sierra Leone right now, within that parliament, not to any parliamentarian, me, I go say that paramount chief. When me self go see him, I talk to him, what I run me eye. I talk to him well, I meet him well now, they wait for deputy speaker now in chamber, I go now leader of government business in office, I say this paramount chief in wealth one, just talk to you deputy speaker before you go, he come, he talk to her. So I want to make the point say, even in England on sensitive legislations, then they put laws on the stretcher for go vote, on wheelchairs for go vote, on very sensitive legislation. So that paramount chief been very ill. But yet, because of the importance of the vote constitution for Sierra Leone, that paramount chief they make himself present in parliament for vote. So the vote now been 97 for the one that we want consultation remain inside the constitution, 49 for the one them we been want make we get such a nomination committee. And the 49, I must say, now be all APC members of parliament with the exception of two, Honorable Mohamed Bangura and Honorable Thompson. On that day, 3 of the members they not come to parliament that particular Monday. 3 of the members of parliament not come to parliament. So we go past that one day. Now they the leader of the opposition, he make a speech say, because we not go by 2/3 majority, when them believe say at committee stage, we for don't use section 108 subsection 2 paragraph B, and the speaker don't rule say on that occasion we for use section 91(1), then they walk out of parliament. Then walk out of parliament. And after that one day, we don't remain. And I want again, Sierra Leoneans and not say the constitution is very deliberate because we don't hear Boku people then they talk about treason. When you read section 108, 8, it says when you suspend the constitution, you alter them without the authority of parliament. Then a treason. My brother there, he get them. And within a parliament, whether they form parliament, at every time we see now 25% of members of parliament, 9 they form parliament, 9 they form quorum. So once you get 25% of members of parliament, then sit for decide on an issue, speaker day, then parliament get the right and the mandate for do the business of the day. And in this current parliament, we get 149 members. If we get 149 members, the quorum of parliament are 38 members. Once we get 38 members of parliament, the business of the day will continue. So once they move out, parliament being get quorum. Not to say when they walk out, parliament not being get quorum, will not being get the right for deliberate on anything. So after 49 of them walk out, the remaining members of parliament will remain 97. Well, when you walk out 97 by 146 members minus 3, 2/3 majority self na 97. 2/3 majority of 146, the one that we get mad na 97. So the one that will remain at the wall now be 2/3 of the entire members of parliament. So we deliberate all the clauses now we've been done left after the first clause, and then we agree on what we for agree on legally and properly. Legally and properly. Thereafter, Mr. Speaker put a question, say make them report on the bill. Now they the attorney general report on the bill. Now they the table clerk put a question for the ones that they in favor for make the bill. I want make people that understand make the bill, not to the clause. Oh, at committee stage, una clauses will be the vote on. At third reading by section by the constitution, at third reading now the bill we can vote on. For me the bill be read the third time and pass into law. When they put the question, all 97 members of parliament will be there, we vote in favor for me the bill be read the third time and pass into law. So the bill was passed legally. So they were read the third time and passed into law. So the point I want to make here is I don't always make a point saying Section 108, we don't hear everybody don't turn Supreme Court judge on this issue. But now this country here with the president, His Excellency Ernest Bai Kromah, is sacked in vice president against the provisions of Section 50 and 51, where 9 lay down now the constitution how you for pull president or vice president. He say he use the Supreme Executive Authority. The only side will forgo na Supreme Court. We go na Supreme Court. Supreme Court say the president been right for pull in vice president using Supreme Executive Authority. I mean, as at we sit down today, President Julius Maada Bio get the power by law for call President Jules Dejalo for say SLPP then say they don't want you na them party again. Oh, they don't pull the membership in their hand. So by the action of the former president of Sierra Leone, Ernest Bai Kromah, myself they use that power, the Supreme Executive Authority, you not a vice president again. Now so Supreme Court say now law. We call and judge made law. And when Supreme Court don't make law, nobody not get right for change them unless then depart from them judgment. And up to now, they not depart from their judgment yet. What is it that I want to say? Everybody don't become a constitutional law expert. They interpret the constitution the way that they may stand with the speaker in position and in ruling in position and in statement we make now the parliament say the constitution we pass them legitimately, legally, how if a pass. And that not outside parliament to go pass them. Now inside parliament to pass them, we say we get a quorum at the start of them, we say we all sit on APC and SLPP at the tail end, we say 49 members of APC walk out. And I also want many people that know say, now parliament, once when I don't get quorum, Mr. Speaker don't come, when I don't get quorum, 38. After that one day, even if when I lost quorum thereafter, the house, the business of the house, they continue. Because initially, when I don't get quorum, what if Mr. Speaker not they do? Mr. Speaker not get the right for deliberate on anything when the house not get a quorum. So the law what we pass, we been get in excess of the quorum. No matter how you look at them, if you say you want go section 108 subsection 2B, I can tell anybody say Parliament get 2/3 majority. How? The only provision within the law we tell Mr. Speaker how for calculate 2/3 majority. In not the inside the constitution, it dey inside we standing order, we call standing order 44-4. And it not make reference to section 108. It make reference to section 29 when a state of public emergency. It say when we vote on state of public emergency, either for extend them or for stop them when they don't declare them. It say what we vote for that one, the Mr. Speaker get the right, he get the discretion, he use and discretion in calculating 2/3 majority for deduct them members of parliament that will take official leave of them in arriving at a 2/3 majority. At we voting, if we now look at the Hansard, where Mr. Speaker ask we all for TINAP, all TINAP, then Mr. Speaker say every member of parliament we suppose for their a day. Now the clerk of parliament say no, 3 of APC members of parliament not they, but 2 take official leave of me. So when you deduct 3 from 149, it brings the number to 146. When you do the calculation, 2/3 majority of 146 is 97. Way now that the speaker get. And besides, we get different schools of thought. There is a school of thought we say Section 108 not say all members of parliament. I listen to Honorable Bundu. Inside the section 108(7), when they want tell you whether qualify or disqualify for vote as referendum, they put on there. They say people the way they don't disqualify by election, so people not qualify for vote at referendum. Inside the same section 108. But it not tell you where them from how for calculate whether now all the members of parliament for day. So some man they interpret in your way say the word THE means in all the members of parliament. Some man believe say na members of parliament present and voting. Some man believe everybody get your interpretation. Me stand with the speaker. The speaker now one of the best lawyers where this country I get of 16, 17 year or 18 years standing. Before he give ruling, I am shocked and comfortable in my skin. Say he do proper research before he hand down. So what thing I dey ask people for know today now the fact that we get a Supreme Court. We get the duty, now they no more get the duty for interpret this constitution. Me na my opinion no more I go give. As far as my opinion concern, not to all members of parliament. Now members of parliament present and voting. And I go say, I go state my reason. If you say all members of parliament, that means you dey talk say we not forever amend any portion of the constitution because it's not ever possible for me 139 people be present at a particular time in that parliament. After the day when they swear we in, when I go check the record, there has never been a sitting where all 149 people present at the parliament at the same time. So when you interpret constitution, you use that in canons of interpretation. One at the literal rule, two at the mischief rule. You understand? I mean, three. The mischief. Which mischief the constitution be one for cure? What in are the actual meaning, the literal meaning of the wordings of the constitution? You get the use them generis rule. What it mean then are the people that hate when they make the constitution. And the canons of interpretation, when Supreme Court they sit down, they not they just look at 1082, then they go look at section 29, when I tell Mr. Speaker how for calculate 2/3 majority. In fact, in tell you say when you vote on state of emergency, then they come to section 30, subsection 6, then they come to section 108. So meanwhile, Sierra Leonean populace they know say the House of the Sierra Leonean Parliament, where this constitution give the mandate for pass for amend the constitution, don't amend them the right way. Every Sierra Leonean get the right for go to the Supreme Court for ask for me them clarify any ambiguity, whether now all the members of parliament, whether now members of parliament present and voting, whether now the right thing we don't do or not to the right thing we do.
Thank you.
But until then, the law has been passed a day before the president for in signature. We await the president for appending signature to him.
Thank you.
And my brother, on the other note, as I sit here, I am doing a national service. I am doing a national duty, invited by the Ministry of Information. When I go on television, I do a national duty. I'm not afraid for say I'm afraid for my life. I just tell the people say Sierra Leoneans have to do this job. So whosoever is out there trying to threaten me, like my colleague MP was threatening me on the media, I am not afraid of your threat. Honestly, I am not afraid. I tell Honorable Timbo say, you cannot eat the flesh. The soul goes to God, the flesh is buried. But for the right thing as Sierra Leone, I go tell people that what thing happen at parliament, and I go stick by my own position and stick by the position of the speaker because I believe say it right. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. The right honorable giver. I be telling I say there are some lawyers. Mr. Sena lawyer, Mokaiba Esquire. There are those that are lawyer that they practice, they understand, that they lecture. We all don't avail ourselves the opportunity for take law class. Oh no, penalty for pass the railway beat we for car. It is an excellent one. For let it take we waiting happen, how it happen outside the land. And we as Sierra Leoneans need for remind ourselves. Now sporting. Now the whole argument 2/3, no 2/3. Simple majority, no simple majority. But even the issues being debated, 50 plus, PR system, not just political parties. You're not getting nothing for do with technocrats, not political parties, but with one with state house. So that enough for all me and you to ransom. The constitution of Sierra Leone goes beyond would have for be president. Eh? There are very many things in that constitution where citizens are interested in. Arguments for the one that way no na PR will need. There's typically they say first past the post and they make now the people that they vote for the honorable. Not to oversee we come out. We don't there. We don't see who side people that go contest their constituencies. They win at the constituency. The party can't change. He put person at the house where he get a symbol. So no system no dey where they protect the people from the party. No system no dey. Let everybody not say this system I they make, we participate. We don't see. Some of we are victims. We go at the constituency. You'll be very popular in your constituency. But the party can take decision and pull on a yarn. You understand? PR system, yes. That is why when we get the national dialogue, people say, including new, that we can have a hybrid. We're not saying a person in your PR will go take, we can swallow. We look at a system we're good for we. Somebody be the try for convince me about PR. It's okay, get PR system, but all the members, like for instance, Kenima, like 25 members they be saying, 24. Out of that 24, now 12 they can. He said, let people then vote for that 24. Sometimes the one where the party put 24, he go get the highest vote. He can't number one. There is sense in it. If I don't they make, somebody know they pay attention to constituency. Now the whole district campaign you get. Inside president, they go in the fire. Because in that constituency, you want let us sabi you. Let us sabi your name. We possibly vote today, let remember your face. Or else in most of our strongholds, party strongholds, now only the presidential candidate now get the problem for Waka Waka. Some man that small area, now they don't more pay attention, now they popular. But the district block, they give district responsibility. So if for the part of it, if anybody they go and they vote for president, then you watch amongst the one where they put at district. All 24, then you vote. The party you can put somebody 24. The people that go left vote say that 24. It can up. Now in your suggestion. So you know we say in entirety, this is not good. Here, according to the landed lawyer, they inside our constitution. Not for saying a new thing that they can't with. PR, be they par APC the white paper. With justification that the way this country is now, from where 2023 don't done, any side you go now this country, they're not in a tripartite. I mean, politics don't they part of with daily lives. If we they go by elections, for the reason they don't chap person, they don't born us, they don't born motoka. But from where 2023, they will sit also. We don't get up to 4 members of parliament, we don't die. But they replace them quietly. Mongben, no. This is the type of thing where the president in get a mind. That now we redundant politics. Now we call that an APC in their own white paper. The justification, the money what would they spend for go run off. It can cause tension. So that make them be pushed for 50% plus votes. We are not making laws for like if it's any one person. A constitution, not for one regime. Anybody where the SLP tell you say forever and ever, SLP will continue for the ruling party. You are dreaming. It's not possible. The only thing we don't benefit for, we know when they can't talk by election. Oh, fail 10 and second with the car. I would believe, say, no matter which system, as long as it's straightforward, people then partake. We believe in our following. Party for believe that I'm a national party, not a system. They make in a kind of governance or what. So this constitution, the issues where people that they contest, it's not really in the interest of the general people. Now, only politicians. So don't be dragged into anything. Let us stay focused. The constitution, this saloon, according to this ministry, big as we all. And this constitution, big as we all. Not to a regime, not to a political party. Every organization we will belong to, we will go meeting. Before the meeting start, the first thing they establish, do we have the quorum to start this meeting? It is a yes or no. You don't go wait, die a minute. You don't debate. You don't partake by voting. There is also, in fact, this meeting will not start out because we'll not get quorum. Why have you been voting? That's mischievous. So we have to be patriotic. We have to put this country above every other individual. Nothing on it. I can always say, Falaba district. Today, the district council chairman is SFPP. Now APC creates Falaba district. SFPP now did it now. So you don't mean say because you can't create a district, now you get it. It's impossible. Let us do things with a patriotic lens. That salon now want protect. So anybody will make a mistake. We are very correct. The last I forgo after Parliament, don't make law in the Supreme Court. If you have any issue, Supreme Court open for go interpret the text of with this thing. Bills, voting on a bill and voting on clause, not get the same requirement. You know get APC for don't stay. Perhaps if they be there, except you not get it third or two-third majority for vote on the bill. But when you walk out, you give the people that the space. The number where they now where they partake, you get the two-third. But you press sense or don't send the debate otherwise. But again, what did they walk away from? Your previous white paper. A paper you designed when you be there in governance. You there against her when they in opposition. So that is why our own business is to ensure we get our rights as citizens. Because bullet, you not get tribe, you not get region, hungry. Some of you don't know. There was a time in this country for listening to 98.1 was a crime. People died just because they tuned in 98.1. And then Jesus said, "We don't see." We dey explain these things to Una because when that thing happened, me and you will not get nothing. I will be there. When they pass over, you pass over. There was a time the civilian became the target. If soldier not beat you, say you're not rebel. Rebel they beat you, say you're not soldier. The ordinary person, now they pay the price. So sometimes when politicians are debating, look for sincerity. Be patriotic to Sierra Leone. Yeah? So we don't get the information we need to get from the honorable. It take a runner through. What you know when I do wait now for we ask a question. Talking it again. Now for we ask a question now. But we see such large who press statements. So the PRO there, Madam Bakar, it will just run through within a large their own position on all these things with the participants. Please, man, you have the floor.
Famule, mina Wabakar, mina slash PRO. Slash be position we know the for or against. For the one that we already be press release, our position was clear that the choice of the speaker for say let Supreme Court go and look into the issues because na issue that we get for do with national interest, na issue that we get for do with we as Sierra Leoneans, and the constitution being as sacred as it is, the only institution we get rights for looking to them na the Supreme Court. So now that make we say let the Supreme Court do justice to the people of Sierra Leone. Because whatever comes out of Supreme Court, now in the people of Sierra Leone will get for go by. The constitution where we get so now, the 1991 constitution, then there's some of we be small, some are not be no bonnet. But the law the way they inside there, they govern we, they affect we, then they guide we. So we mean say, as Sierra Leoneans and as journalists, we role is very critical because people will not get time for going to parliament, we're not able to understand waiting parliamentary proceedings they about, waiting the courts proceedings then they about. Now we as journalists then now we they go and go tell them waiting then they able for understand in real language. And we all see from the Taiwanese constitutional review business don't come how much sludge journalists, them individual media houses, don't they follow the process throughout. We not they follow them because we want for, we they follow them because we know say we have the responsibilities to Sierra Leoneans and we trust we, because we know say we as media people, we are the voice of the voiceless. And we know say constitution as something we very sacred. Now the law where they guide we as citizens of any state. Even now we small organization the way we join, we always effort forget a constitution where they reflect the views and the rights of we as members of the organization and they. The Salute Constitution not so like a SLAG or any other organization constitution where we can sit down and say, okay, where we go AGM, we will go do amendments, we will go do this, we will go do that. The National Constitution is a sacred law, a sacred book where they guide we. When that makes SLAG say, we're not there for looking to what was right or who was right in Parliament. What we want for seeing a constitution where they reflect Sierra Leoneans, constitution where they reflect on things them where go help we country for grow, a constitution where go reflect on things them where for 2-3 years we not go come back and begin to critique the constitution again. Now a constitution where at the end of the day go look at issues where that might be where they sell pepper in the market, that one where they plant granates, that one where they sell fish in the market. They're all able for Sudan and relate to the issue then they and no say yes. Then a lot they are so when they look into so now a lot of way now for we parliamentarians and we put them there. But when it comes to issues of parliament and politicians, I would say most times they look at their political parties because they are representing their political parties in parliament by extension, even though they are there to represent us. So now that they make, we they say, the Supreme Court, I think say for me, we start with the say and say this now an issue of rebuilding trust. We don't get a lot of issues in Asalo wherein courts go pass judgment, courts go do ruling there, and at the end of the day, Sierra Leoneans go left the court and go seek redress in other court. But I think say this go be a test case for less Sierra Leoneans able to come back and trust the judicial system because now then they for interpret laws then for we. The law that way they put out not a law that way most of we can able to interpret so one time. Even though the one that way they make the law and they represent we, but the one that way they interpret the law then for we now the court. And the Supreme Court, as the name go, is very supreme, and at the no more day go able for look into wetin dey happen at parliament that day, enter we say, okay, this is where we stand and this is what was supposed to happen. Because we as media people, we role now for ensure say we give out the right information, the correct information. No matter how people not educated, there is hardly a home na this song. It like from Papa take not to Gambikin and all and book. Hardly the house they not get radio. Because they just believe no more say that's why you're in a radio, not true. And because we they come on a radio for be true, now that make we as large they say what we get from court or parliament should be something that is true, something where reflects national interest, something a way at the end of the day where people go able to understand, say yes, they did justice to us as citizens, they did justice to us as Sierra Leoneans, we not get the opportunity for go to map na parliament to able understand some of the things them. Most times people not to get a deeper understanding of issues. But whatever they're hearing on radio, then they take and say the radio don't do justice to them by making them understanding. So slash we believe say the constitutional amendment na something where signifies a national interest and na something where we for look at and say people forget a public understanding. Because when the public understand and then get confidence in the things the way then they see they hear, make the politician understand say whatever political differences they get, they should look at Sierra Leone as the bigger picture because the constitution where they get for make the laws they go get for either being we interest the most or being we favor the most. For most times, you find out say a lot of people don't know say when they see the pass na tweet na net after 1-2 they can arrest you for loitering. So man go just take and say I come on and me also can work and invest no more where I be sell I can stroll. You don't know say the law say sat inside and they sat inside and you know for go there. You know gonna understand it, but it's there already in the constitution. The only way people are capable for understanding things now when the media can take time for explain. And sometimes they when cannot fall short of the law, where sometimes they go court, you find out say journalists go report that particular issue there. And then he begins to say because police being catch and net they pass without any reason. Even able to understand, able for expressing self at that moment say. And the people always have been lucky say ignorance of the law is no excuse.
Thank you very much, Madam Bakar. So according to Slash, they are not particular about what will happen. They're not give rights to anybody what they want. The constitution or the all reform before reflect the will of the people. Because the laws are inside our constitution, it affects you when you don't know. So when they debate, not just zoom in on what SLPP or APC they say. Look for your interest. Look how the constitution they give 30% quota to women there. Look how it they enhance development to citizens. Let somebody not just drag you into waiting in field. Large is with the people, and he believes say the Supreme Court then get the right by the constitution, the same constitution. The framework tell we say the Supreme Court, I no more get rights. Now for interpret, then text them. Lawyers are very crafty. The language, they sabi write simple language. But they go turn and so, pass Goyana for let them go tell you. But thank you very much, Large, for the position. And this night the government they push the constitution not to we own, not to anybody own. Not to me, not to you, now we own. Now for we all. Not to at convenience, he did take this text and left it to other text. At this point, and also that they prepare the questions, will they give 5 minutes to a man from anti-corruption for them brief you too. Because now all they are, Mr. Sandy, any time we turn to the because we know any person corruption case you, he said not be known. When he make clear with the culture, like I explain.
5-5. Make a 7 or 8. Anyway, thank you very much. I tell the journalists, them, brothers and sisters, Boku Boku, thank you for way and they are for this update, and also the viewers and listeners by extension. I want to bring warm greetings from the Anti-Corruption Commission, particularly from the commissioner and the deputy and the entire management. The fight against corruption is still very robust. We are at very top gear. I want to let citizens know we activities that they go on very well. At any time you want information, you can get to the Public Education and External Outreach Department, and you will be provided at one. On the very subject matter, we are there today, an asset declaration for declare your income, asset, and liabilities. That is provided for now Section 119 of the Anti-Corruption Act of 2008 as amended, where they talk about integrity in public life. So we don't start this process for a period of time now, since 2008. But what's important is that reforms, they don't take place when it comes to the asset declaration process. Very recently, since we don't get the amendment in 2019, we've been getting a platform, but also with the current declaration now, we know the 2026 declaration, we've been getting support from DSTI. So DSTI, they work with we don't get a friendlier platform or portal. Who say for declare now is much easier, I would say, and the process is shorter. So maybe in even 10 or under 10 minutes, you're able to declare. Then we also get a short code where you don't enter your details, they come to you and you're able to save, because even the mobile phones, then they use the short code. Short code easy for member than they ask you for a code where it go be longer than that. So we don't make the process friendlier. Generally, even from 2024, as a declaration, because I foresee or state that it biannual, than every 2 years. Now the declaration they take place. Unlike in 2008, we've been getting them every year. So then they've been quite cumbersome for public officials. So in 2019 amendment, we do a lot of reforms, even the number of the categories. So specific to the 2024 asset declaration process, it was extremely successful. We've been get a percentage of 99.54 or 0.54 we declare. So that was extremely successful. For the current, also we get significant compliance. For 2024, just for let we get a flashback, we've been target 17,253 public officers in 182 MDAs. So out of that 17,253, we've been get a compliance rate, as I don't state, of 17,173 public officers, with that in percentage now 99.54. Then we've been get 80 officers and about 0.46% will not declare. But of course, with we administrative sanctions where we kick in, we now be able to get the 100% compliance than after June of last year. So by December 2025, we don't get a total of 100. This year, 2026, we target declarants in 16,144. then of 224 MDAs. MDAs then increase in we target. Then why the reduction in the number? Now because even though they meet the category by the act, but we realize that like officers in the police or the military, we really need for some of them let them not declare. And also now for let help we in the process of analyzing the data or the information we they don't give we, and also for do with verification. So I go over again for this year 2026 declaration. We target now 16,144 public officers or declarants in 224 MDAs. And as of date, because we also don't open the portal, even though we had put out a deadline, but we therefore open the portal, and the portal open up to the 21st of August. We're not this Friday with the can. As of today, not as to the time where the portal will close, we get declarants them or public officers with 13,036. That they give you a percentage of 81. So we get those who not declare as of now we're at the top, or when I left the office, of 19%. We then no declare yet. So out of the 16,000 we will be done target, we get 13,036. We, as I say, don't do the declaration, and we get that percentage. We yet for do the declaration. Once the 21st of August end, then a Friday, the portal they close, and we they go in straight to the sanctions. We not get for open again, and the commissioner is very much determined. And the sanctions, firstly, with the withhold salaries of public officer will not declare at all. We therefore send out default notice, and the default notice, it tells you you not declare, and as such, then therefore withhold your salary. Then, if then withhold your salary, you still not declare, you will be suspended for 1 month. And after the 1 month, will exceed 3 months for the period of declaration of the suspension. Then after 3 months, they will dismiss you from office. I'm not sure say anybody go really wish for that, but that is the process. The default notice, 14 days. After the 14 days, they go with withholding of your salary for 1 month. 1 month, go exceed 3 months, but if it gets to 3 months, then go dismiss you. But for those who get offices we tenured, we then they elect them in office, we not to talk about their dismissal, because we know say that is statutory, but the commissioner or the commission go advise the HRMO and the accountant general for letting them withhold their salaries. So that is it for the asset declaration for this year. In regard other updates for the media and the entire people, I shall say we're very much aware of the recent indictment where we do for a volunteer we been doing the NMSA winner Francis Lavai because of ultrasound machine winner about $38,000 worth we're not able to account for. So that matter is in court. It stand trial, irrespective of the kind of person maybe, but the fact that waiting involved in, and we know how important their machines and they to the well-being of people then where they go for treatment in the hospitals and in decide for really do something else with them. That is very important. And the cost of the machine also for pay attention too. Then also very recently, the National Anti-Corruption Strategy Secretariat don't do the first monitoring of the National Anti-Corruption Strategy, and then submit to the Office of the Vice President the first quarter monitoring report. The national strategy will for no say also they about for see how institutions will be strengthened where they established IMCs, Integrity Management Committees. These Integrity Management Committees for support the MDSM in the work where they do. And then also we see the score where Sierra Leone make in the VDEM Political Corruption Index. The VDEM Political Corruption Index is a variety of democracy where among 53 African countries, we ranked 15. So that in itself, now a part on the back, and we also continue for support. The ACC support the government of Sierra Leone for let we continue the fight. And we scored 0.495. So up to 0.478 in 2023. So that's not the update, but again to investigations quickly, we get 107 cases we investigate and we don't conclude this year 23, and we get successful prosecution of 6, and we get 1 acquittal. Recoveries just from investigations, that not the on the other recoveries we don't make now, about 1,385,000 millions. So I want to continue for encourage we all for continue for support the fight against corruption. As it is, we still determined, we are fired up. Any side with corruption, they take place, we know go did, but if you are there, give us the information because we now get a whistleblower and witness protection regulations. That covers it all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Sandy. If we give award to somebody, we always, as you call it, they can give updates on corruption or the operations. Now, I'm possibly we very much always available to the Ministry of Information and Civic Education. In fact, he's always a reserve for flop the panel. But we are concerned because the president is concerned about corruption. And when they see the progress, Salowi, you always cry yourself down. But when they are rating internationally, they see the progress they make. But Salomon, that's all. But I will not stop the commission and the commissioner for push. At this point, I'll take questions from the people. First ones. I like to put my hand up. 1, 2, 3 to that one, 4, 5. Number 1. That will be very brief. One question. We're not getting enough time. One question. Allow you, please.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. My question go to the Honorable, the best debater in Parliament. Honorable sir, the Speaker saying don't go to Supreme Court. When will they expect for we will get the results and then you can talk to the people then back and let we know exactly what's in the happen. Then I see a notice where Parliament don't pull, say they record member them on the 28th August, when a Thursday. I don't know what's the reason for that, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Mohammed Kamara, the Watch and Humanity. Mr. MP, sir, Member of Parliament, sir. Tell me, who's the way the Supreme Court of the Republic of Sierra Leone overturned a simple majority in Parliament? Madam Piero, we the radicals at the media, but they expect say slash for call a 3 days blackout for tell politicians say we are the first it, then mediator between governments and society. He didn't do that. Mr. Yeah, sure. I beg you, sir. I beg your pardon, sir. Because everybody's looking up. Yes, sir. I beg you, sir. Mr. Sandy, which one of the two is better? When somebody opts for a political position or is appointed to a particular position, it presents a bank account and to any assets or after. Thank you. I say, which one is this is better? Because since 2008, una dey Paris asset. When somebody is whether a political appointee, he opt for a political symbol or a promoter or officer, he present a bank account to una. Then he assets or una waiting after when you triple in resources. Thank you.
Good good afternoon, Munira Tukalon. My question is to the Deputy Minister of Information. Because the Ministry of Information is pushing civic rights and civic education. So this question is for you, sir. So, since the Ministry of Information is pushing towards citizens' rights and educating them on things that they do not have any legal background about. So, regarding the amendment, what are the things being put in place so that the most uneducated person in Sierra Leone will know what this amendment is all about?
Good afternoon. My name is Alhassan Koma. I report for Boost Media Network. My question to go to Honorable Gifao. Looking at the Constitution, plenty, lawyers them when they look at the 1991 Constitution say ambiguous, and there's been a lot of argument regarding the two sections inside the Constitution, Section 108 in Section 91, where they speak of Parliament's role. I just want to ask: is it one of those one of the two sections in the order supersede in comping? Then finally, you talk about money necessary when you articulate on the constitutional amendment bill. I just want to draw your attention how you will react to a claim where the leader of the opposition, now Parliament, Honorable Abekabo, make against the SLPP, say, on they try for bribe,
Yes, my name is Nasaidu Dumbuya. Mr. Rivero, one of our members, when Sulaiman Banjat Tijinsi, a prominent lawyer and a member of the SLPP, he say the speaker not get you the power given to him by the Constitution to refer this matter to Supreme Court. He say now presidents in whole that one day, which he make up this statement. Thank you.
Very much. We as a ministry, we rule according to the president and for that we expand citizens' engagement. Because again, in the Truth and Reconciliation Commission, one of the causes of the war, they point to us limited engagement, civic ignorance. So if we say never again, then the things that were the Truth and Reconciliation Commission highlights now for pay attention to. So that is the reason why you are here. That is the reason why we believe say engaging the media, it increase we outreach to the people because as we are with the broadcast, that is why we after everything, even the conversation where they go around, where they take on to the people, we want let them understand. When we don't get the constitution, then we dey popularize them onto chiefdom level. It is our responsibility, and I'll assure you, you'll be part of the process. Yeah.
Thank you for the questions. Yeah, the first question that the speaker don't refer a question to the Supreme Court. When we they expect? To start with, I want make everybody knows say the president no need for wait on Supreme Court for sign this bill. My own opinion. When Parliament don't pass the bill, it don't reach to the president the way it don't pass them. The president get two function. He could either sign them based on his own conviction, or if he feels say he no want sign them, he go send them back to we with the reason why he not sign them. But he no need for wait on Supreme Court for sign a constitution like this one. We don't go to them where me believe say Parliament don't take due process of law for pass them. On the question where the speaker refer to the Supreme Court, in being say in 3 months. I remember vividly we say to revert back to this house in 3 months. So it been say 3 months. You notice the president get powers even when we go on break. Like quote they on break so now because parliament no law. When I go notice in the day we president go open parliament, the fourth parliament of the fourth session, 9 we go on recess. But the parliament get power, the president get power even when we go on recess for call we back. So they call we back and in the notice then tell we say then one then way the president don't appoint. We not don't go for approval it, then for be ready for go na parliament for that approval. So me go take and say the president call we for go back na parliament on Thursday so that we go approve. Then one then we you don't appoint so that then go start for work for this country one ten, one ten, one ten. They not go wait so they will come out recess inside October before we approve them. So even before Akaya been then a parliament, the appointment committee done they on the work now, then they interview them all from where we approve them on Thursday, would have for be approved or would have not for be approved. So that not the reason. The other was in question whether the evidence they say Supreme Court don't overturn the decision of the Speaker. Section 94 talks say no court not get right for inquire into the decision of the Speaker. It did not the Constitution or into the activities of Parliament. It did it in black and white. Me as a lawyer, I not don't see any judgment ever where the court overturn the decision of a speaker. I don't hear real people then they talk on a radio, carry for smart in this, carry for smart in case, where them in suspend members of parliament. But as a lawyer, we dey go by case law authority. For make us sit down here say there is a case law authority where say a speaker been don't take a decision, Supreme Court inquire into and then overturn them. Me not see am yet until and I see am, I go by the text of section 94 of section 94 we talk say no court not get the right for inquire into the decision or ruling of Mr. Speaker. Now then I go by. Yes, we all believe say the 1991 constitution it get problem. Some areas are ambiguous. In fact, na because of we believe say constitution then go be ambiguous. Now make the constitution, the very constitution, it make a point of duty say na Supreme Court no more get the powers for interpret am. If everything in there in simple English, they not for don't say the highest court of the land, and they no more get the right for interpret am. But because some clauses, then some provisions, and they we go need everybody go give you interpretation. Now make the very constitution bestow the powers on Supreme Court. So with regards section 108 and section 91, which were much more superior, all constitutional provisions very important. You're not going to say this superior past this one. The only thing is section 108 is very important because the good number of and they deal with the alteration of entrenched clauses. Now, make if you look at the side note, it's a alteration of this constitution. Section 91 they deal with how we for vote in a parliament. Section 108 not tell we how we for vote, but section 91 tell we how we for vote in parliament. So then the dichotomy. Yes, to the issue of the money necessary. Me na SLPP. me not feel say any SLPP minister or member of parliament or president or vice president go bribe an APC member or an SLPP member for pass a law wey na a law of Sierra Leone. When the president mean they talk to the nation, he say, "Una not vote for me. Una not vote for APC. Una not vote for SLPP. Una go vote for Sierra Leone." So if the president don't call the nation, he won't call we, the members of parliament, for go vote for Sierra Leone, say we not for vote for him, we not for vote for a political party. Why anybody in a political party on a ruling government go give us the money for say go vote. But if you member of parliament go say sing for me the money necessary, sometimes you they call for me and bribe you for go do your work. Then there go be me your interpretation. If you go dance on the eve of a critical vote, say the money necessary, sometimes you the law pops in for can bribe you. But me not ever witness an incident or I listen to a discussion or they will say they discuss for bribe any member of parliament for work for saloon. Because with duty na for go work for saloon, I make una electric day, una they pay we with una taxpayers money, and we for do just that. And not for look up to any extra remuneration. If I do that one, the ACC go arrest me.
Thank you.
Okay, so that is it. I think say the last one that yeah.
They don't know.
Yes, somebody say speaker not get the powers for refer a question to Supreme Court. Now president get the powers. Now Truth Media as also sit on the talk say I not see the president yet. But I mean, one thing we may know about Supreme Court, yes, the president get the constitutional powers for refer an issue to Supreme Court. But since at the practice law Supreme Court, you get forget parties. Somebody get for go, you get forget a plaintiff, you get forget a defendant. Me not go say TNC correct or not correct, but as a lawyer, I have not witnessed it yet. I not even witnessed president refer a question to Supreme Court yet with all the powers. I not witness it. That not mean say it not go ever happen. But when you dey go Supreme Court, there has to be parties. Somebody get for file as a plaintiff, and there has to be a defendant. Thank you.
So the president will be a complainant.
Well, it can refer in how the constitution get right for me to refer a question to the Supreme Court. It is express.
Thank you.
But then they say I not see it.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much. So according to Honorable Givao, when some man be they say money necessary. So tell me why let they get money necessarily for let go vote. When the panel send the money, they say, well, it's not work up. We not a bribe. Anti-corruption here now. So you make a question.
Yes. My colleague they say why we not do media blackouts instead of we come up with a press release. That goes me go simply say that means say we don't go against what we supposed to do as media people when are for inform and educate the public. Journalists they know they follow the proceeding in parliament for some time now. And then at this critical stage, and then you say we give blackout, what will it benefit Sierra Leoneans? What will it benefit us as journalists? But I think say if we make we position clear, say do the needful for the people of Sierra Leone. For me and as large PRO and as executive, we know say we don't treat the issue as a national issue rather than taking it as something personal way now for we no more or now in the interest of we the media. This not so in the interest of us journalists or large. This now a national issue and national interest. So all we can do now that call on the authorities, the appropriate authority, for let them do the needful way go be in the interest of every Sierra Leone. When at that day we do now the press release by calling on them for ensure say the Supreme Court will get the power for look into the matter, look into adequately and in a way where could benefit every Sierra Leonean.
Thank you. Mr. Sadi.
Thank you very much for that question. I just want quickly say we so proactive, ACC or robust, in that we not dey wait after. Declaration always now before. Now I make even when you are appointed to a public office, like the those elected or political appointees, we give them a period of 3 months, 90 days. When you take up office, you for declare. If you not do so, then you are in breach of the law. Then even when you don't left public office as well, you for declare what we call exit declaration. Before this time, I've been 1 year, but even that, we don't bring them to 3 months. So we not wait until somebody accumulates. And after that 3 months, you now get the responsibility for the update or do the biannual declaration as you go along. So whilst you're in public office, we can ascertain or make a determination as to the wealth you they acquire. So that is what we do. Then I just not been state the number as to the one that we don't left. I was speaking about 19%, but at 3,000 and 3,108 as against those we don't declare, they why they don't declare it, we amount to the 19%.
Thank you.
Against 81%. Thank you.
Thank you. I'll take one woman waiting volunteer for ask. A woman, one woman. In the absence, is there 30%? In the absence of any woman, ask as the Speaker of this Parliament that they bring down the curtain on this session. We honorable member of Parliament get a lot of engagement. I get a lot of engagement. Mr. Sani get a lot of engagement. But I want to take this time for telling her plenty thank you because when our relevance now not established as a ministry, we not to that ministry where they free the media. The president repeal libel law. He opened the space for let we engage on her and let we enrich civic education so that we go deep in with democracy. Every Tuesday, we go call Una when issues are trending for let Una know what did happen so that when I take the right message to the people there. On behalf of this ministry of information and civic education, headed by the Honorable Cheno Apnaiba, I want to tell plenty thank you for the audience when I always give you all the call these sessions. It is a civic responsibility, it is a national duty. Not true now with the reach out of people. Now, thank you very much.